When we speak about health, many people expect complicated formulas, expensive treatments, or rare medicines, yet, very often, the greatest treasures for our body and mind are hidden in simplicity. One of these treasures is castor oil. For thousands of years, it has been used in different cultures as a healing agent, a cleansing tool, and a way to restore balance. But today, in our fast-moving lives, we often overlook such natural allies. When you apply castor oil before going to bed, you are not only nourishing the body, you are also creating a ritual of self-care, a moment of awareness, a step towards harmonizing energy. This is not about magic. It is about the natural connection between what you put on your body and how your body responds. So, let us look deeper together. Let us explore what truly happens when you allow this simple oil to work silently during the night. When we look into the mirror, what do we see? We see the surface of ourselves, the skin that carries the marks of our journey, the texture of our years, the story of how we have lived. The skin is not just a covering. It is a bridge between the inner and the outer world. It is a shield, but it is also a messenger. And when we ignore it, when we neglect this first line of connection, we allow imbalance to slowly enter. In the practice of health and well-being, we are taught to look beyond appearances. We are taught to look at cause and effect. Why does the skin become dry? Why does it lose its brightness? Why does it crack or age before time? It is often not because of something external, but because of disconnection. Disconnection from what nourishes us, from what keeps us in rhythm with nature. Castor oil is a reminder of simplicity. It comes from a humble plant, yet it carries within it a great power of restoration. When applied to the skin before sleep, it does not remain only on the surface. This oil has a special quality. It penetrates deeply, moving slowly through layers, reaching places where most oils cannot go. In this depth lies its secret, because true nourishment never stays on the outside. It must enter, it must flow inward, it must become part of us. Imagine this moment, the day is ending, the body is tired, the mind is full of noise. You warm a few drops of castor oil in your hands, and with gentle intention you massage it into your skin. This is not just a treatment, it is a dialogue. The hands speak to the body, the oil speaks to the cells, and slowly the skin begins to soften. This softness is not only physical, it is also a softness of being. You are telling yourself, I am ready to release the day, I am ready to restore, I am ready to rest. The deep hydration that comes from castor oil is not like the temporary shine of artificial creams. It is lasting. It allows the skin to retain moisture throughout the night, to repair the small damages of daily life, to awaken with a glow that does not come from cosmetics, but from health itself. The body works while we sleep. The cells renew, tissues repair, energies align. When you give the skin what it needs before you close your eyes, you are supporting this natural intelligence. In Shaolin teaching, we often say, where the energy flows, life grows. The skin is also a channel of energy. When nourished, the flow is smooth. When neglected, stagnation appears. Dryness, irritation, premature aging, these are signs that the flow is blocked. But when castor oil enters the skin, it lubricates not only the physical layers, it also helps the energy to move freely. This is why the skin feels alive in the morning, more elastic, more vibrant. Consider also what it means to touch yourself with care. Many people live years without ever creating such a simple ritual. They apply products in a rush, or they do not think at all about what their skin absorbs. But when you apply castor oil with mindfulness, you are creating presence. This presence itself has healing power, because the body listens, the cells respond to the quality of attention we give. A hurried hand cannot deliver the same result as a conscious one. There is another aspect to this practice. The skin, when nourished deeply, does not only benefit itself, it influences the entire system. When the skin is hydrated and balanced, the body wastes less energy on defense and repair. It can redirect this energy towards other functions, immune strength, digestion, mental clarity. In this way, something as simple as oiling the skin becomes a way of preserving life force. We must also remember that our outer state often reflects the inner. Dry skin can mirror dehydration, stress, or imbalance in the body. By nurturing the skin externally, you may also awaken the awareness to nurture yourself internally through water, through calm breathing, through rest. Castor oil, therefore, is a doorway. A doorway that invites you to reflect on how you care for yourself in every layer, not only the one that meets the eye. In the tradition of self-cultivation, small rituals build great strength. You cannot expect transformation overnight, but you can expect steady growth through daily practice. Applying castor oil before bed is such a practice. At first, you may notice only softness. Later, you notice resilience. Later still, you notice that the skin itself begins to radiate an inner vitality, the kind that no artificial product can imitate. This is the message of deep nourishment. It is not fast, it is not flashy, but it is real. Like planting a seed in fertile soil, you must allow time for it to grow. The seed does not question, it simply follows its nature. The same with your body. Give it the right conditions, the right care, the right attention, and it will naturally restore balance. So when you take castor oil into your evening routine, see it not as an act of vanity, but as an act of respect. Respect for the vessel that carries you through life. Respect for the connection between nature and your own being. Respect for the wisdom of traditions that have long known what modern minds are only beginning to rediscover. The next time you prepare for sleep, pause, take the oil into your hands, feel its warmth, feel its weight, feel its simplicity, then apply it gently to your skin. As you do, remember this is not just oil, it is nourishment, it is presence, it is the silent work of nature entering you, caring for you, restoring you while you rest in stillness. That is the gift of deep skin nourishment. The body is a river. Just as a river flows freely to bring life to the land, the blood must flow freely to bring life to every cell. When the river is blocked, the land dries, and when circulation is weak, the body suffers. This is the essence of life. Movement. Stagnation is the beginning of decline. Movement is the beginning of renewal. When we speak of circulation, it is not only the blood that we mean, it is also the flow of energy, the chi, the life force that animates us. Every heartbeat is more than a mechanical function. It is a rhythm, a reminder that life is in constant motion. When this motion is supported, vitality shines. When it is obstructed, fatigue, heaviness, and illness appear. Castor oil, though simple in form, carries a quality that supports this flow. When applied to the body, especially before rest, it penetrates and stimulates. The warmth of the oil encourages movement in the blood vessels, encouraging oxygen and nutrients to travel more efficiently. At the same time, it assists the body in releasing what no longer serves, waste products, toxins, stagnant fluids. In this way, the oil supports both sides of the cycle, the giving and the releasing. In the Shaolin way, we often say if you wish to invite new energy, you must first let go of the old. The body understands this truth. Detoxification is not something we do once in a while. It is a continuous process, a gentle cleansing that allows life to continue without burden. Yet many people live in ways that overload the body, with stress, with processed foods, with pollution, with negative emotions. Over time, these accumulate like stones in a flowing river, slowing the current. Castor oil, by aiding circulation and detoxification, helps to remove some of these stones, allowing the current to move once more. Picture yourself before bed. You take a small amount of oil and place it on the abdomen, on the joints, or on the feet. As the oil seeps in, it draws warmth and energy into the area. The blood begins to circulate more freely, the tissues begin to soften, the tension begins to dissolve. This is not a dramatic change. It is subtle, almost invisible. But healing is not always loud. Often it is the quiet work of the night that prepares you for the strength of the day. Modern science tells us that good circulation improves immunity, speeds recovery, and strengthens every organ system. Ancient wisdom tells us the same, but in a different language. It says that when qi flows, harmony is present, and when harmony is present, disease cannot enter. Castor oil becomes a bridge between these two ways of understanding. It supports the physical blood and the energetic current. Detoxification is equally important. We must understand that the body is constantly processing, taking in food, drink, air, emotions, and experiences. What is not useful must be cleared. If the body is burdened with excess, it cannot function at its highest capacity. By applying castor oil, you assist in this clearing. Some traditions even place castor oil packs over the liver, recognizing its role as the great filter of the body. The warmth of the oil encourages the liver to work more efficiently, to release what it holds, and to support the cleansing of the blood. But detoxification is not only about the physical. There are mental and emotional toxins as well. Worry, anger, fear, all of these can stagnate within us, just like waste in the body. When you create a nightly ritual with castor oil, you are also symbolically releasing the burdens of the day. You tell yourself, I do not need to carry this into my sleep. In this way, the oil becomes more than a physical remedy. It becomes a companion in the practice of letting go. The process is not quick, and it should not be. Just as rivers carve valleys over centuries, true cleansing happens slowly, steadily. Each night you apply the oil. Each time you invite circulation and release, you are supporting the body's natural rhythm. Over weeks and months, this builds a foundation of strength. The skin may glow, the body may feel lighter, the energy may rise, but beyond these signs, you are cultivating a deeper relationship with yourself. One based on respect for the quiet processes that keep you alive. Consider the wisdom of stillness. When we sleep, the body does not rest completely. It works silently, tirelessly. The cells repair, the organs cleanse, the energy reorganizes. By using castor oil before bed, you are assisting this process, creating the conditions for balance. It is as though you are telling the body, you do not have to struggle alone. I am here to help you. This cooperation between your awareness and your physical system is a key to long-lasting health. In Shaolin practice, we train the body to be strong, the mind to be clear, and the energy to be free. Strength without flow is rigidity. Clarity without cleansing is clouded. Energy without circulation is trapped. That is why practices like Qigong, meditation, and mindful movement always emphasize flow. Castor oil is a simple way to encourage this same principle within the body. It keeps the river moving. It prevents the waters from becoming stale. So when you consider circulation and detoxification, do not think only in medical terms. Think of the river. Think of the flow of life within you. Ask yourself, am I allowing my inner river to move freely, or am I placing stones in its path? When you choose to apply castor oil, you are choosing to support this flow, to remove stagnation, to invite renewal. In the morning, after such a practice, you may not notice a dramatic difference, but over time, you will see that your body feels less heavy, your skin more vibrant, your energy more consistent. These are signs that the river is flowing well, that life is moving as it should. This is the gift of circulation and detoxification. It is not about chasing instant results, but about trusting the process, supporting the flow, and respecting the natural intelligence of your body. The oil is only a tool. The true healer is the body itself. When you give it the right conditions, it will always find its way back to balance. And so, as you prepare for rest, remember the river, remember the flow. Remember that every drop of castor oil you apply is an offering to this river, an offering to life itself. The body is built to move. Every step you take, every breath you draw, every gesture of the hand requires the silent cooperation of muscles and joints. They work tirelessly, often without your awareness, carrying weight, holding balance, absorbing strain. Yet many people only notice them when pain appears, when stiffness limits movement, when soreness slows the day, when discomfort interrupts rest. In that moment they realize how precious ease of movement truly is. Pain in the body is not only a physical signal, it is also a reminder. It tells you that something is blocked, that the natural harmony of movement has been disturbed. In Shaolin teaching, pain is seen not as an enemy but as a teacher. It invites you to listen more closely, to care more deeply, to bring awareness where you have been absent. And often what the body needs is not complexity, but simple acts of support. Castor oil applied before rest can be one of these acts. Its nature is warming, soothing, penetrating. When massaged gently into tired muscles or stiff joints, it does not remain at the surface. It enters little by little, softening tension, loosening tightness, encouraging flow in areas that have become rigid. This is why it has been used for centuries in different traditions, as a balm for aches, a quiet companion for recovery, a tool to invite relaxation where strain has taken hold. Imagine the body after a long day of movement, or perhaps after a day of sitting still, which can be just as demanding. The shoulders carry stress, the back holds weight, the knees bear pressure, the hands feel fatigue. In such moments, applying castor oil is like offering gratitude. You are telling your body, I see your effort, I acknowledge your work. Now let me support you. As the oil sinks in, warmth spreads, circulation improves, and the tissues are nourished. Muscles are like rivers of fibers, designed to contract and release, but when overused, they contract too much and do not release fully. This is what we feel as stiffness. Joints, in turn, are spaces of freedom, designed to allow smooth movement. But when inflammation or wear enters, the freedom becomes restriction. Castor oil, with its ability to reduce swelling and ease friction, supports both muscles and joints in returning to their natural state. It is not an instant cure, but a steady helper. Night after night, its presence reminds the body to soften. In martial training, we often experience soreness, tension, even injury. But recovery is as important as effort. Without recovery, effort cannot continue. After long hours of practice, monks have long used natural oils to massage the body, to warm the tendons, to restore the joints. This is not vanity. It is respect. Respect for the instrument that allows you to live and train. Castor oil belongs to this tradition of respect. There is also a mental dimension to pain. When a joint hurts, the mind often begins to worry. Will this get worse? Will it limit me? The thought becomes heavier than the pain itself. By creating a nightly ritual of massaging castor oil into the body, you transform worry into action. You remind yourself that you are not powerless. You are participating in your healing, supporting your body actively, not passively waiting for relief. This change in attitude alone can ease tension, because the mind and body are not separate, they mirror one another. Sleep too is affected by pain. Many people toss and turn because their muscles ache, or they wake up stiff because their joints could not fully rest. Castor oil, by soothing these areas before bed, creates the conditions for deeper sleep. And in deep sleep, the body heals most efficiently. Thus, the oil does not only reduce discomfort directly, it also supports the natural healing processes that occur during the night. Think of it like this. If a string on a musical instrument is too tight, it cannot produce harmonious sound. If it is too loose, it also cannot serve its purpose. The tension must be balanced. Muscles and joints are the same. They must be supple yet strong, flexible yet stable. Castor oil helps to adjust this balance, reducing excess tension while preserving strength. In this way, the body can once again play its music without distortion. In daily life, the joints and muscles often bear silent burdens. Emotional stress tightens the shoulders. Unspoken worries knot the stomach. Long hours of sitting weaken the hips. Without attention, these tensions accumulate, but with a simple act of mindful care, rubbing oil into the knees, massaging the back, warming the hands, you begin to dissolve these silent burdens. You bring movement where there was stagnation, relief where there was pressure, kindness where there was neglect. It is important to remember, the goal is not only to remove pain, the goal is to restore harmony. Pain is only a sign that harmony is missing. When you apply castor oil regularly, you are not only chasing symptoms, you are cultivating balance so that the body remains supple and strong for years to come. This practice also teaches patience. The relief may not be dramatic on the first night, but with consistency you notice that stiffness fades more quickly, that muscles recover more smoothly, that joints feel less burdened. In this way, castor oil reminds us of an essential truth. Healing is a process, not a moment. Just as martial skill is built through thousands of repetitions, physical ease is built through small, steady acts of care. So when you next feel the weight of strain in your body, pause. Do not rush to suppress the pain. Instead, ask yourself, what is this sensation teaching me? Perhaps it is teaching you to rest more, to move differently, to treat yourself with gentleness, and perhaps in this lesson you will discover the value of a simple oil that has traveled through centuries, quietly offering relief to those who listen. In the stillness of night, when the world grows quiet and your body lies in bed, let this ritual become part of your practice. A drop of oil, a slow massage, a breath of awareness. Pain softens, tension dissolves, flow returns. You are not only caring for muscles and joints, you are honoring the temple in which your spirit resides. This is the gift of relief, not merely the absence of discomfort, but the return of freedom, the freedom to move, the freedom to rest, the freedom to live without unnecessary weight. And when freedom is present in the body, freedom can also be present in the mind. That is the quiet power of castor oil for muscles and joints. It does not shout. It does not promise miracles. It simply supports steadily and faithfully, helping the body to remember what it was always designed to do, to move with ease, to rest with peace, to live in balance. The body is like a garden. For a garden to flourish, the soil must be rich, the roots must be strong, and the flow of water must be steady. In the same way, for the human body to remain vibrant, the inner organs must work in harmony. Among them, the digestive system and the liver are like the caretakers of this inner garden. They break down, transform, and distribute what we take in. They decide what will become nourishment and what must be released. Without their silent work, life cannot continue. Yet, in our modern way of living, these caretakers are often overburdened. Heavy foods, irregular eating, lack of rest, emotional stress, all of these place weight upon digestion and the liver. When this weight becomes too much, we begin to feel it bloating after meals, fatigue without reason, dullness in the mind, or discomfort in the body. These are signs that the inner garden is struggling, that the caretakers are calling for support. In traditional practice, Castor oil has long been used as a gentle ally for digestion and the liver, not by swallowing large amounts, but by applying it externally over the abdomen, especially before sleep. Why the abdomen? Because this is the center, the place where transformation occurs. When warmed oil rests upon this area, it penetrates through the skin and invites movement within. The warmth softens the tissues, increases circulation, and signals the digestive system to release stagnation. It is a way of reminding the body of its natural rhythm, without forcing it, without violence, only by gentle encouragement. The liver, often called the body's filter, has the task of cleansing the blood, breaking down toxins, and maintaining balance in the internal world. Day after day it works tirelessly, but like any worker, it too can become tired. Castor oil packs placed over the liver at night are a way of offering relief. The oil's properties seem to draw out heaviness, supporting detoxification, stimulating the flow of lymph, and giving the liver space to recover. In this way, you are not replacing the body's natural intelligence. You are simply assisting it as a friend supports another in times of effort. Consider this. During the night, the liver is most active. Traditional systems of medicine often teach that between midnight and early morning, the liver performs its deepest cleansing. If, before this time, you have prepared it with castor oil, you are amplifying this natural rhythm. You are saying, I honor your work, I am giving you what you need, and the body responds. Many who practice this ritual find their digestion improves, their elimination becomes more regular, and their energy feels lighter throughout the day. But digestion is not only physical. Everything we experience in life must be digested. The food we eat, the emotions we feel, the thoughts we carry, all of these must be processed. When the mind holds on to too much, it becomes heavy. When the body holds on to too much, it becomes ill. The liver, in many traditions, is seen as a seat of stored emotions, particularly anger and frustration. If these are not released, they accumulate just as toxins accumulate in the blood. By placing castor oil over the liver and abdomen, you are symbolically practicing release. You are telling yourself, I let go of what no longer serves me. I create space for renewal. Imagine lying in bed, placing a cloth soaked in warm castor oil over your belly. You close your eyes, and as the warmth spreads, you breathe slowly. With each breath, you feel heaviness leaving, flow returning, clarity arising. This simple ritual becomes more than physical care. It becomes meditation. You are not only treating the organs, you are treating the mind. You are teaching yourself how to soften, how to allow, how to trust the body's wisdom. In Shaolin teaching, we know that the center of power lies in the abdomen. It is where qi is stored, where life energy is cultivated. If this center is blocked, the whole being is weakened. If this center is free, strength flows naturally. Castor oil, by supporting digestion and liver function, ensures that this center remains open. The abdominal area becomes warm, flexible, alive. Energy moves without resistance. You feel grounded, stable, yet light. Another aspect to consider is prevention. Many people only seek help when problems become large, but true wisdom is to support the body before imbalance turns into illness. Applying castor oil to the abdomen is a preventive practice. You may not have digestive issues now, but by nurturing this area, you ensure that the system remains strong for the future. This is the same principle as daily training. A martial artist does not wait until the body is weak to begin exercise. He trains every day to prevent weakness. In the same way, you care for the liver and digestion now so that they will serve you faithfully for years to come. There is humility in using something so simple. We live in a world where solutions are often sold in bottles, pills, or complex programs. Yet here is an oil drawn from a seed, requiring nothing more than your attention and your hands. By using it, you reconnect with nature, with the wisdom of generations before you, with the truth that healing does not always come from outside but from within. And so, the next time you feel heaviness in the stomach, or fatigue that lingers without reason, or a sense that the body is burdened, pause. Instead of reaching immediately for external answers, place your hand on your abdomen. Feel its warmth, its movement, its life. Then, with intention, apply castor oil. Rest with it, breathe with it, allow it to work through the night. In the morning, notice how you feel, perhaps lighter, perhaps clearer, perhaps more at peace. This is the gift of supporting digestion. And the liver with castor oil. It is not about forcing the body into action. It is about creating the conditions for the body to remember its natural intelligence. When digestion flows, when the liver is light, the entire system benefits, the mind becomes clearer, the body more energized, the spirit more grounded. And all of this begins with a simple act, the willingness to care for the center, to honor the caretakers of your inner garden, to invite harmony into the core of your being. That is the quiet, yet profound power of castor oil for digestion and liver support. Night is the mirror of the day. How you rest determines how you rise. If the night is restless, the morning feels heavy. If the night is peaceful, the morning carries clarity. Many people seek energy in the day, without realizing that true energy is born from the quality of their sleep. And sleep itself is not only the absence of wakefulness, it is a sacred time when the body heals, the mind clears, and the spirit returns to stillness. Yet in today's world, sleep has become one of the greatest struggles. Minds remain restless long after the body has laid down. Thoughts of yesterday, worries of tomorrow, unfinished tasks, they all continue to echo. The nervous system, designed to find balance between activity and rest, remains in a state of tension. And so, sleep becomes shallow, interrupted, unsatisfying. The body does not restore fully. The spirit does not recharge. The cycle repeats. This is where castor oil can serve as an unexpected ally. Its effect is not only physical, but also deeply calming. When applied before bed, the act itself becomes a ritual of slowing down. Warming the oil in your hands, massaging it gently onto the skin, focusing on the sensation. These simple actions tell the nervous system, it is time to release. It is time to rest. The body listens. The mind follows. What seemed like an ordinary oil begins to serve as a bridge between activity and stillness. The calming effect of castor oil comes partly from its warmth. When rubbed onto the feet, the abdomen, or even the temples, it draws the attention inward, grounding energy that is often scattered in the mind. In many traditions, the feet are considered a key to grounding. By massaging oil into them, you anchor yourself. The restless thoughts in the head begin to lose their grip. The warmth travels upward, reminding the body that it is safe to let go. Safety is essential for sleep. No being can rest deeply if it feels threatened, even unconsciously. Castor oil, by providing comfort and warmth, creates this sense of safety. But beyond warmth, there is presence. Too often, people rush into bed without transitioning. They carry the same restless energy from their day directly into their sleep. By creating the small ritual of applying castor oil, you create transition. You signal to yourself the day has ended, the night has begun. This transition is powerful. It separates action from rest, noise from silence, doing from being. Such mindful transitions are often what modern life lacks. In Shaolin philosophy, the balance of yin and yang is central. Daytime is yang, active, bright, outward. Nighttime is yin, quiet, dark, inward. To live in harmony, you must move smoothly between these two. If you hold onto yang energy into the night, sleep will not come. If you fail to awaken your yang energy in the morning, the day will feel dull. Castor oil, applied before bed, supports the return to yin. It helps you enter the stillness that the night demands. In this stillness, true rest becomes possible. The impact of sleep on health cannot be overstated. During deep rest, the body repairs tissues, balances hormones, strengthens immunity, and processes memory. Sleep is the healer's workshop. But if the workshop is disturbed, the healing cannot complete. By helping you to calm, by deepening sleep, castor oil indirectly supports every system of your being. It is like giving the healer inside you more time, more space, more tools to perform its work. There's also a subtle emotional aspect. Many people lie in bed carrying unprocessed emotions, regret, anger, sadness, or even excitement. These emotions keep the mind active, circling around stories that have no end. When you take the time to massage oil into your skin, you are not only caring for the body, but also giving space for the emotions to settle. The slow, rhythmic touch is like telling yourself, it is enough, I am safe, I can let go. The nervous system responds to this gentleness. The breath slows, the heartbeat softens. Sleep arrives like a natural guest, not as something forced. Think of a child who struggles to sleep. What helps them? A gentle touch, a calm voice, a sense of being cared for. The body, no matter how old, responds in the same way. When you give yourself that gentle care through castor oil, you are in fact parenting yourself, offering the comfort you need to enter rest. This is a practice of compassion, not indulgence. Imagine this scene. The lights are dim. The world outside grows silent. You warm a small amount of castor oil. Rub it into your feet, your abdomen, or perhaps your temples. As you do, you breathe slowly, feeling the day's weight dissolve. Thoughts still come, but you do not chase them. You return to the sensation of touch, the warmth of oil, the rhythm of breath. Soon the body softens, the mind follows, and sleep arrives naturally. This is not the shallow sleep of exhaustion. It is the deep sleep of surrender. Over time, this ritual creates consistency. The body begins to associate the scent, the touch, the warmth of castor oil with rest. The nervous system recognizes the signal. Even on stressful days, this ritual can guide you back into balance. In this way, castor oil becomes not only an oil but a key to unlocking the door to deeper sleep, calmer nights, and brighter mornings. In Shaolin training, we speak often of discipline. But discipline is not only about effort, it is also about rest. Without rest, effort collapses. Without calm, strength fades. By respecting sleep, by cultivating calmness before bed, you are practicing a form of discipline. It is not loud, not visible, but it is powerful, because in the stillness of night, you prepare the foundation for everything you will do in the light of day. So, do not think of castor oil only as something for the skin or the joints or the digestion. Think of it as a companion for your spirit, a companion that helps you return to calm, to safety, to the embrace of sleep. When you wake after such nights, you will feel it not only in your body, but in your mind and your heart. Clarity will replace fog, ease will replace heaviness, joy will replace dullness. This is the gift of calmness and sleep enhancement. It is simple, natural, and within reach. It does not force, it invites, it does not demand, it allows. And in that allowing, you rediscover the wisdom of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the healing power of stillness. That is the quiet secret of castor oil at night. It teaches you not only to rest, but to rest well, so that you may live fully when the morning comes.